Hey, this is Kobe for Chat12345 on YouTube, and I'm going to be talking to you about some garter snake facts. In here I have a baby garter snake, probably a few months old. He's already over a foot long. He's not like really over a foot long. He's probably about a foot and 2 inches, I'd say, not even. But he is over a foot long. I measured yesterday. He's in his enclosure right now. Anyway, let's get to the facts. Garter snakes are the most common snake, I'd say, probably in North America, because you can find them basically anywhere. You can even find them in city vacant parking lots. I don't know how they get there. I don't know, but I've heard that you can find them there. You can find them in your backyards, in the suburbs. You can find them right here out in the country where I found him. And right now he's just chilling, I guess. But anyway, garter snakes, which are garter snakes, not garden, but they get referred to garden, but it is garter. The snakes do have a neurotoxic venom. Everybody knows that they're harmless. They don't carry a venom, but garter snakes do. They carry neurotoxic venom that if they bite you, your finger will either swell and get itchy, go numb and get itchy. Either way, it's getting itchy. But they're totally harmless besides that. I know I just said they weren't harmless, but they are besides that. Besides the neurotoxic venom, the only thing they can do is really just, I guess, bite. That's the only thing they can do. Garter snakes do have like a little, you can tell them apart too from different snakes. They have that black little tip on the tongue right there. Okay. And this one, he's about getting ready to shed. So I do have a rock in there for him to rub his face on. That's how they shed. They can rub their face or body against the rock to loosen up the skin and get it off. I'm going to show you his enclosure, and then I'm going to get back to the facts. This is very small enclosure, and it's a little hide, I guess. I'm going to make a different hide. Anyway, that's his enclosure. I got to fix the hide. That's it. Let's see. Garter snakes, the parents are live born, I should say. Or the babies are live born. So the parents give birth like mammals instead of laying eggs. Even though they are reptiles, they do give live birth. And as soon as they're born, the snakes go on their own. Usually garter snakes in their first year die. But this guy, if he's in my hands, he's not going to die anytime soon. Garter snakes can get to about 4 to 5 feet long. And they will, usually the females have a potential to be larger than the males. This is a male. I popped him yesterday, and he is a male. The difference you can tell between a male and a female snake is when you pop them, on the top of a giraffe's head, they have those 2 little horns. It looks like that when you pop them out. It looks just like that. But if you don't see those when you pop them, then it's a female. But his name is Fly, and he's baby, like I said, about only a few months old. And garter snakes, I have a water dish in here, and they usually like water. They usually live by water. Some people will confuse them sometimes for water snakes, but you can tell the difference between a water snake and a garter snake. Because garter snakes usually have stripes, or they are checkered, and they have like a yellowish belly under them, like that. But that's a garter snake. I just found him yesterday. He didn't try to bite me or anything. He was perfectly fine about me picking him up. A defense garter snakes have too. They do kind of like flatten out their head to make them look scarier. But other than that, all they can do is bite. That's it. They can't coil. They're not constrictors. They swallow their food head first. Like I have this little chorus frog in here, and he's really cool. I have a little chorus frog in here. Well, let me get him out. Little chorus frog. And after he's done shedding, if I still have him, if I don't release him, if I still have him, he will probably eat that frog because he'll be hungry. Usually garter snakes and other snakes don't eat while they're in the shedding process. Well, that's basically what I can think. Oh, garter snakes tend to come out during the daytime to hunt. You can find them at nighttime, but it's extremely hard because it's dark and their camouflage will have an effect on how you're going to find them. If you're willing to take a bright flashlight and go out there and look for them, you can be my guest. But other than that, they do hunt during the daytime. They do eat goldfish, which is a recommended dish, but they will eat frogs and toads. You're not supposed to do that in captivity, but that's all I have right now. You can also get earthworms from outside and feed them to your garter snake. They will eat earthworms, so that's another good thing about that. Excuse me. They do live in burrows. They do live up in trees sometimes, not high up in trees, but like on the lower level of shrubs and stuff. And sometimes if they're scared, they will just jump out of that tree into the water. That's pretty much all I can tell you right now. Let me think. Their camouflage, that's a tricky one. You could be walking through the woods, and you could be stepping right next to a garter snake and not even know it. Even because their camouflage, they depend on their camouflage a lot. And if you happen to see a garter snake, and if he's curled up in his striking position, don't grab him. If you have a snake hook, then you can try. But remember, always pick up your snake by reaching under its belly. If it's in captivity, reach under its belly instead of like picking it up like he's about to be eaten by an animal or something. So they do eat various types of foods, like I said, and they do get eaten by various types of animals. They do get eaten by cats, like wild cats, sometimes wild dogs, just snack. Birds, definitely. They do always. Birds will definitely, if they hawk or something, if they see them, they're zeroing in and taking the strike down and grabbing that snake. But he's just a cool little guy, isn't he? I mean, like, he's just cool the way he looks right now. See, if they're kind of like that in their position, but it's like the rest of their body's coiled, that means they're in like a striking position. And you can see him smelling around with their tongue. Snakes smell around with their tongue. They do have nostrils, but they don't really use them. Those are more for heat sensing. Snakes are pretty much blind, but they rely on usually on their smell and their heat vision. Sometimes they have heat vision. I don't know. To be honest with you, this is something I don't know about garter snakes. I don't know if they have heat, if they can see with heat. But that's all I know. But if his eye starts clearing up, which it looks like it's cleared up since yesterday, I can kind of see the scales peeling off on his face. But once he's done with that shedding process, he'll be nice and bright and beautiful again. Not that I'm saying he's not beautiful now, but he will look a lot better than he is now. And this is a common garter snake, not a butler's garter snake. Butler's garter snake tend to look different than these guys do. Their head is a little shorter, and they usually have three yellow stripes with them. He only has one. So it wouldn't matter to me though. I would take either a butler or a common garter snake. Heck, I would take any snake really, as long as it's not venomous, like the rattlesnake we have out here. And this is in Michigan too. I'm in Belleville, Michigan. There was a rattler. It looked like a rattler, but I couldn't tell. I only got a glimpse of it. It had the blotches like the rattlesnake, but it also could have been an eastern hognose. So I'm thinking it might have been an eastern hognose because it was in a sandy area and they like those. And I also found a blue racer this year, and this is my 10th garter snake I've seen. This is my third one I've caught. I caught an adult male, and he's gone. Lost him in the house. And I'm pretty sure he got out because the front and back doors were open. We checked under the couches. We checked behind here. We checked basically every dark area we could possibly find, and we couldn't find him at all. So he's gone now. I found a male and a female. One male over here, one female over here. I think that was the day they were born, because the day I came out, I seen one. I caught him over here. I seen one over here. That's one I caught. I seen like 3 over here that I've seen. So I've seen a bunch, really. Yeah, I guess. I've seen 7 in one day, so that's a little more than 10. But that's basically it for garter snake facts. If you have any other questions, just message me at chat12345. I'm on YouTube, and that's all I have to say for right now. So thanks for watching, and I'll keep you guys updated after he sheds. Alright, peace.